our first Big Ten team in college bowl season. If you can't tell, Michigan fan. Ethan, as you can tell, is a Michigan resident with all of his Detroit in the background. Unfortunately, is a Michigan State fan who, unfortunately, also we will not be talking about this year in bowl season. But we do have our first Big Ten team, and this is Northwestern. Surprising 7-5 season after I took their season long wins under 2.5. So that was a bad bet. New coach, Pat Fitzgerald is out, or whatever his name is out. So new coach, he's been doing an excellent job. Again, 7-5, bringing Northwestern to a bowl game. No one thought that. Now they have to play Utah, 8-4 Utah. Really weird year. They have used two quarterbacks, have not even used their Heisman hopeful. Last year he hasn't played with a knee injury. But Utah's a 6.5-point favorite. Over under is 41.5. Utah has everyone and their brother out, opting out of this game. Quarterback 1, quarterback 2, wide receiver 3, a couple of defenders as well. So everyone's leaving Utah camp. Again, very disappointing year. Utah is also going to where are they going? Big 12?
Big 12, I believe.
Big 12? Okay. So it's just a weird year for
Don't
Utah.
quote me on that.
Yeah, it's either Big 12 or ACC. I'm not sure. I think it's Big 12. It's been a down year for Utah, and people are leaving. Northwestern, on the other hand, has no notable opt-outs, and they made it to a bowl game who no one expected. Again, their season total wins was set at 2.5, and of course, I took the under. I'm going to have to go with Northwestern here at the plus 6.5. I'm not sure where the public's at. I'm seeing mixed things on different sites I use. I'm seeing like DraftKings has Northwestern, I think, is the public, and then Pickett is another app I use, has Utah as the public bet. Not really sure, but I'm going to lean with Northwestern. I think they have just more to play for. This team, again, 7-5 out of nowhere, playing a bowl game against Utah. You can't tell me in August, if you told these kids they'd be playing Utah in Las Vegas, that they would believe it. So just simply have more to play for. So I got to take Northwestern here on the spread. Also got to take the under. Utah has one of the best defenses in the country. I mean, this team's playing in the Pac-12, high-powered offense week after week, and they're keeping these games relatively low scoring. Northwestern, first of all, it's Northwestern, not really good at offense. It is the Big Ten, fantastic defense. Northwestern's defense is whatever, but Big Ten against the best defense in the Pac-12, got to take the under in this, and I'm going to take Northwestern on the spread.
Yeah. First of all, I will correct you. It is actually fortunate that we aren't talking about Sparty in bowl season because I don't want to watch another shellacking from that team. So it's good. We're already on to next year. We're already getting some great transfers. Yes, I could not be happier that they are not bowl eligible this year. Speaking of this game, though, I like everything you said about Northwestern, but I'm going to have to lay it with Utah on this one, despite all of their opt-outs. Like you mentioned, Cam Rising, their Heisman hopeful, didn't really play at all this year, was out with injury. So I don't know that they had as high of aspirations as they typically would have in the Pac-12. Like you said, Northwestern kind of came out of nowhere, had a decent season at 7-5, but who'd they really beat? I mean, they beat UTEP, Minnesota in overtime, Howard, Maryland. They did have one decent win at Wisconsin, down in Camp Randall there, and then Purdue and Illinois. Just the Big Ten, it was a down year for them outside of the big three with Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State. Really, everyone else sucked. I guess Iowa was decent, but they lost to Iowa.
No, Iowa sucks.
Yeah, they're bad. They have a decent defense, good defense. I'm just not impressed with any of the wins from Northwestern. It was a down year. They kind of lucked into being, I guess, better than average in a very average conference. Utah, on the other hand, without their starting quarterback, had impressive wins. Florida, who didn't end up being great. Baylor didn't end up being great, but still two big programs. They beat 22nd ranked UCLA. Their only losses all ranked: Oregon State, Oregon, Washington, Arizona. So all ranked conference foes that they lost to. And again, I just don't know if their aspirations were as high as they would have been had Cam Rising been in all year. The line is pretty telling to me, 6.5. Utah's favored even without those guys. Yeah, I just think Utah is going to be the play here. I do like the under as well. I could not make an argument for the over in this one whatsoever. Under's probably your best bet, but yeah, I think Utah finds a way to win this one by double digits.
Yeah,
I am in Northwestern public.
Okay, Northwestern's. Oh, that's crappy for me. Yeah, I've been back and forth. I actually had Utah written down, and then I flipped it to Northwestern. I don't know. It's a weird. Can't see why Northwestern's public at the 6.5, but they're probably looking at the opt out to see them both starting quarter or both QB1, QB2 out for Utah, and that's really hard to overcome. So I can understand both sides, but yeah, I'm honestly just excited to watch the Big Ten, and I usually never root for. I mean, during the season, I'm just rooting for Michigan. Hope every other team just gets crushed in the Big Ten. But now in bowl season, I do root for the Big Ten. It obviously makes Michigan look better, makes the Big Ten look better. So I will be rooting for Northwestern, and it's always fun if you're rooting for it to have some money on it. So that's kind of a little bit more of my reasoning for Northwestern. But yeah, excited to watch the Big Ten. Hopefully they can get it done. Kind of a weird game, but it's in Las Vegas. I'm excited to watch it. We do have one more game on Saturday, the nightcap that we will talk about in our next episode. So make sure you do check out our YouTube page. Give us a like, give us a comment. Also subscribe. We really appreciate it. And again, we are previewing every single college bowl game for the 2023-2024 college football season. So we will have a preview every single game. If you have any questions about any game, just look at our YouTube page. Hopefully we can answer it. If not, leave us a comment and we will get back to you. But we'll see you guys. Go ahead.
One last thing that I forgot to mention on Utah, their last game as part of the Pac-12. So I think they're going to want to go out with a bang.
Yeah, the conference realignment is going to be nuts with definitely the Pac-12. So that is a big important thing as well for Utah. But that's all I got, boys. We'll see you next time. Good luck with your bets. Merry Christmas if we don't see you.
You better start listening to the Better in Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast. Better in Green.